What I want to cover today, which we've already covered, keyword research and how important the research phase of internet marketing is, and the wireframe setup of your website to make sure that you have the proper SEO, the proper structure, the proper image names, everything that's going to go into your website. Now I just want to show you a couple tools to build your website and review those. The number one, or one of the top three website builders is called WordPress. You've probably heard of WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, and then hundreds of other website builders that either your hosting company offers you or other web builders offer you. But in my agency, InternetGirlFriday.com, we use WordPress exclusively. There's a few benefits to using WordPress, and those include the code that WordPress software is built with is usually SEO friendly, and the plugins that you can use, little pieces of software that make your website do other things, like have shopping carts or email opt-in forms or social widget, social areas on your website. These are called plugins, and they work very well with WordPress. They're built specifically for WordPress, and thousands of them are free. WordPress is also free. And one of the other builders I want to cover, just for those who are trying out building their own website, who are not going to learn WordPress overnight. It definitely has a pretty lengthy learning curve if you're going to try and do it on your own. Is called Webnode, WEBNODE.com, and I'll show you why that's great for either the do-it-yourselfer or for someone that wants to lay out their ideas and then hand it to an expert like our firm or their web designer to then beef it up and put it into something more robust like WordPress. So I'm going to share my screen on a couple of these, and at any time you can ask questions in the chat below the live window. So let's go ahead on over to WordPress within GoDaddy, so I can just show you where it's most likely to be installed on your website. Okay, let's go to... Okay, on my screen you will see that I have inside the control panel of my hosting account in GoDaddy, and you'll see popular apps here that show WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, Simple Machine, Zencart, and a lot of these hosts have really made it completely easy to install WordPress and other applications with one click. And literally you can click WordPress and it's going to ask you, what domain do you want to set it up on? You know, where do you want to set it up, and what is your what's your preferred password and username and database password. And so you go through the steps of setting it up, and you click through next, and then at some point it's going to tell you it's in progress, and it's going to take a few minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes to complete the installation. At that point, when it does complete, whatever domain you've set it up on, a .com, a .net, a .biz, all you have to do to log in then is go to wp-admin, which you type at the end of your .com/wp-admin. And when you do that, you'll be able to get into the control panel called the dashboard behind the scenes of your website, and you can create posts, upload some pictures to the library, create pages, you can manage comments that people have left on your website, you can upload themes, which I'll show you in a minute. Again, all kinds of plugins you can add for Google Analytics, and other things. You can set up users for your website. You typically have some for your web design firm, your administrators at your company, your SEO people, your bloggers. And there's all kinds of settings in here to make it easy to manage your website and continue building it. Now, WordPress comes as what I called a skeleton software. And by default, you get a very basic, plain theme design that comes default with WordPress when you install it. Therefore, there are millions of themes out there that are either free or low cost that programmers and coders have built to be placed on your WordPress installation. And they do this for a myriad of reasons. Either they're trying to start their own theme company, or they're trying to just get known as a programmer, or they're trying to make money off of selling themes. But there are tons of themes out there that you can find, and I've pulled up one of them that's affordable. This is called elegantthemes.com, and just as an example, they, for $39, will give you 100% access to their entire collection, and currently there are 79, and their themes are very updated. Most of them are responsive. They'll all be responsive at some point. Responsive design means that you can view the website on your cell phone, your iPad, your different display computers, and they will all show properly instead of having to build a mobile version of your website as a sidestep. It does it all together. So, you know, there are tons of themes here. They're beautiful. We are at Internet Girl Friday using this Nova theme that we've customized, and it's a great option. There's lots of these theme companies out there, and one of the more fun things, or the pieces that I like to do is when I'm building a website, is just go to Google Images and type in WordPress theme, and you'll see all kinds of themes that might match the look of the design that you're going for on your website. And you can drill down further by saying that you want a certain color. So I want to look for themes that are green. I'll click on the green color option, and now you're looking at mostly green themes. Or you could also type in the search bar cars, themes that are built specifically for cars. Take off the color, and now you'll see that there's themes out there that were built for detailers, car sales, car washes, auto body shops, and you can use these themes, so it doesn't have to be impossible to build a website. But that said, WordPress is a tough animal to learn. If you are either new to technology or new to WordPress, there is a learning curve, and there's kind of an unknown website builder out there called WebNode. And WebNode is a drag and drop website builder, and I just want to show you this really quickly because you really can put a website up in 30 minutes with this or less. I haven't used this in a while. Some of my old websites are in here, so I'm just going to go in and pick one of my old pet websites and show you how easy it is to create some features on the website and create a website. I could say new page, new article. So let's go ahead and just make a new page. Page name, we'll just call it test, pet food and pest. And what kind of page do we want it to be? A blank page, a page with articles, a page with frequently asked questions. We'll do the frequently asked questions and click Save. And you'll see that the yellow bar is up at the top, and it says your changes haven't been published yet. So you can keep working on this page until you're ready, and then you simply hit publish and it's live. So let's see if we can add text. I'm just going to grab something from the menu and drag it down and click the edit content. And I'm just going to type something in here, blah, 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 and continue it down and hit save. And let's see if publish. And let's go look at this page. Okay, so right away we've got blah, 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 blah. And you can really create images, pages, links really quickly with this drag and drop type website. What else can we add in here? You can add articles, news, blog, you can add polls, and you literally grab it and you drag it. And it's going to say, what do you want your poll question to be? Do you feed your dog or cat raw meat? No, I feed poisonous pet food. Yes, I feed what nature intended. And there you have a poll. If I hit publish and go out and refresh this page, now there's a poll on that page as well. And this is pretty messy, but I just want to show you how quickly you can get to build a website in WebNode and figure it out much easier than WordPress. So for those of you that want to play around with WebNode, I highly suggest testing it out. And it is in the sidebar under Class Tools. WordPress is in there, Elegant Themes, hosting. I'll add the WebNode link in there, but it's just webnode.com. So if there are any questions, feel free to add them below in the chat window before we go into another area. Okay, got some questions that people have emailed me about WordPress and uploading images. Okay, so let me log in again. Here I'm behind the scenes in a WordPress website. Images. It's best to upload your images at the proper size. Don't upload an image that's 10 times too big and then expect to resize it in your library or in your WordPress. Get it sized correctly, get it named correctly, get it correct, and then upload it. So it is important to upload your images correctly. We were talking about some of the pain points of publishing a website, and you don't want to go back and redo your images or redo your page names or your keywords. You really want to have that all set up in your wireframe, which we went over on a prior class. And just to show you that, if I go to the links list that gets updated every day, oops, and pull out the resource, let me show you. Resources, okay. Alright, so our resources list, we have Wireframe. I'm going to pull that up, and here's a sample wireframe. You absolutely want to build your website in a wireframe first. It will save you a lot of headaches down the road. It's pretty extensive. It takes time to build this, but you know, once you've listed out, okay, this is my home page, this is my contact page, these are all my other pages, what they're named, what the URL is going to be, what the SEO information is going to be, what the image name is going to be, you know, what my categories are going to be in my blog, what all the keywords are that came from the keyword research phase, if I have sliders or videos on my website, what they're going to be called and named. Once you have this built, it is much easier to build your website. So I highly suggest building a website in WordPress. As I said at Internet Girl Friday, it's the only website builder that we use. And WebNode I suggest for, again, people just entering, people who want to play around, maybe affiliate marketers that want to set up 100 sites this week. You know, it's really quick and easy to do because it's drag and drop, and it's very SEO friendly as well. So what else can we say about websites? Make sure that if you use a web design firm, that they are also savvy and trained in SEO. It's kind of like construction where where building a house is like building a website. You have your foundation, your blueprint, your wireframe, and then you have the different experts that are good at different things. The architect is great at the plans. The general contractor is great at overseeing the project and making the plans live. The electrician is great at the lighting plan. But if you do have a general contractor firm or architectural firm that has all those people in-house, you have a much better likelihood of reaching your goal on time, under budget, with less headaches. And it's the same for web design. So if you have a firm that has web design as well as SEO, as well as other pieces of the internet marketing formula all in one place, you should definitely start with that company instead of trying to oversee it or GC it yourself. So we have an agency, internetgirlfriday.com. It's in the sidebar, and we look forward to helping you with more training. The next training is going to be about how to index your website with webmaster tools and some directories that you should be on once it's built and once it's ready to market.